Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, hit me up in the community post, man. You already know the vibes, and I figure, I missed the AEW collision this week, so I figured I'd give you a little bit of extra, give you some type of AEW content, and just hit y'all with the AEW Grand Slam predictions video. And if you guys pay attention to my community post, I posted at the point of recording this like a little bit under an hour ago as to which match should be the main event between Eddie Kingston and Claudio or MJF and Samoa Joe. And Claudio felt like MJF versus Samoa Joe should be the main event. And normally I'm right there with you, like as far as, your heavyweight championship or your main championship, I feel should always main event. Unless there's something, like a story that's a little bit above, or a story that justifies why this is the main event over your top championship. And me personally, I wouldn't be mad if Claudio and Eddie Kingston was the main event, because it's Eddie Kingston, it's his home, it's New York, and it's him fighting for the big one, or a big one, the Ring of Honor World Championship. And I'll get into my prediction later in the video, but I feel like that should be the main event. But I would be cool with either MJF and Samoa Joe or Claudio versus Eddie being the main event. But man, let's just go ahead and talk about AEW Grand Slam, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about AEW Grand Slam Rampage, because they got some matches for that too. They don't have the full card for Rampage, but they got a couple matches on this, so I figured, what the heck, might as well talk about it too. So far we have 3 matches for Rampage. Real quick, let me know in the comment section, do y'all still watch Rampage? It's hit or miss for me, but let me know in the comment section below. And we're gonna kick off with a trios match for the AEW Trios Championships. We have the Acclaim taking on the Dark Order. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to be really big on both of these groups, the Dark Order, the Acclaim, especially the Dark Order when it was Brody Lee, like when it was the whole squad. And of course when he had the untimely passing of Brody Lee, things had to change for the Dark Order. So they went through their whole story and their whole arc and everything. As far as the Dark Order now, man, I don't really care too much about these 3, man. I like John Silver. That's pretty much it. And as far as the Acclaim go, with me, they were super over and they were super popular last year for me. I still understand that they're popular now, but it still don't hit the same, man. It just don't hit the same. I kind of don't really care for either team. But for making a prediction as far as prediction sakes go, I'm going to go with the Acclaimed, because everybody loves the Acclaim. In another trios match, we have for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championships, we have the Mogul of Embassy defending their titles against the Elite, the Elite, the Young Bucks and Hangman Adam Page fighting for those Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championships. And ever since this match was announced, I've been kind of going back and forth as far as who I want to win. Because even though I see the Mogul Embassy coming out with Swerve and they're holding the titles, I still forget that these men are the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you guys. I watched the first 2 episodes of the new Ring of Honor, and I was like, this is cool. And I never went back since then. So I don't really have too much for Ring of Honor. So I'm kind of torn between the Elite winning the titles and, Tony Khan possibly doing something with that. But at the same time, I kind of want to see Hangman do his own thing away from the Elite, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because they just got back together. They're friends, they're affiliated, they're connected. But there's still this story between Swerve and Hangman. So I'm going to say that we have Azure Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions retaining the Mogul Embassy due to shenanigans, most likely from Swerve. He does something to cause a distraction or take out Hangman, or and it's going to lead to a victory for the Mogul Embassy, and they'll still be your 6-man tag team champions. Cool. Next up, we have a tag team match. We have the team of Darby Allin and Sting, father and son, taking on, speaking of fathers, the father of the year, Christian Cage, the real TNT champion, and his partner, the TNT championship holder, Luchasaurus. Now, this match should be pretty fun, man. I like Christian. Yeah, I like Sting. Darby's cool. Luchasaurus, he's there. He's a dinosaur or whatever. Who won? Sting and Darby Allin won. You know what? I know exactly what I'm going to go with. I'm going to pick Christian and Luchasaurus to win because Nick Wayne turns heel and joins the Christian Coalition. He gets his own little turtleneck. He joins up with Christian. He says he's tired of Darby and, his shenanigans. He's going to go off with his real father, Christian Cage, and learn the ways of Captain Charisma. So, yeah. Heel turn Jones right there. Now, as far as AEW Grand Slam, the Wednesday show, it only has 5 matches on the card. That's all you really need. And we're going to go ahead and kick it off with Jon Moxley, with Rey Fenix, with AEW International Championship. I'm pretty sure there'll be blood, there'll be shenanigans. I'm pretty sure there will be interference. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure Jon Moxley will retain and still be the international champion. Now, this should be a good match. And the thing that's kind of entertaining to me is the fact that you have the Blackpool Combat Club. They're kind of like swerving when they drive, swerving when they become heels and when they become baby faces. Because you have Bryan Danielson feuding with Ricky Starks, and Bryan Danielson is clearly the babyface in that feud. But then you turn to this match with Jon Moxley and Rey Fenix, and you had the Blackpool Combat Club try to kill this man, so they're clearly the heels. So they just do their own thing. They're just, Blackpool Combat Club. They come out, they come participate in the graps. They have cool jackets or whatever. But Jon Moxley will still be your AEW International Champion. Next up, we have a match between Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho. And the match itself should be fine. I know this is something I've been asking for the longest time because you've had the constant teases of Sammy Guevara and Chris Jericho wanting to wrestle each other and blah, blah, blah. As far as that whole execution goes, man, I don't care. The match, like I said, the match should be fine, but I don't care about the build. I don't care that there's the old master, sensei, Jedi, Padawan type shit they got going on. I don't care. It should be a good match, but I don't care. I'm actually gonna give the win to young Samuel Guevara. Yeah. I don't really have too much to say about that. What I do have something to say about is this feud between Saraya, the AEW Women's Champion, and Toni Storm and her brand new character, this Starlet character, where she just lost her mind. She's throwing shoes at people. She's complaining about everything. She's just out to lunch. She's crazy, and I absolutely love it. But I don't see Toni Storm winning the AEW Women's Championship. Only because I feel like the fact that she doesn't have the championship, and that's what really sent her over the edge and drove her crazy, I feel like they can really build upon that. So now we have the 2 big money matches, the 2 main events, the 2 championship matches. First off, we have Eddie Kingston taking on Claudio Castagnoli, who's very European, and this is going to be title for title, winner takes all, for the Ring of Honor World Championship and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship. And I'm giving it to my man. You already see me. You saw me with the beanie on. You know what type of time I'm on. It's Eddie Kingston's time. He's in New York, man. It's his time, man. He's got to win this. He really needs this win. Because he's been in matches where you think, okay, this is going to be the match that Eddie Kingston wins. And he doesn't. So I feel like he really needs this win. Because how many times can you say that Eddie Kingston can't win the big one? He needs to win something. He needs to win the big one. And what an amazing sight it would be to see Eddie Kingston in New York with a Yankee fitted and some Timbs on, holding up both the Ring of Honor Championship and the New Japan Openweight Championship, man. It's beautiful. I'm going with Big Eddie Kingston. I'm sending all my energy to New York, man, from North Carolina. You got it, Eddie. I put it on my Timbs and my Yankee fitted and my chopped cheese. Now for the other main event, we have MJF taking on old Joey Samoa for the AEW Championship. And I'm torn between this one too, because I can see AEW going with Samoa Joe. But I also like the fact that we're seeing face Maxwell Jacob Freeman, man. He's growing up before our very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing press. He's kissing babies. He's being the baby face. Man. I think MJF pulls it off. He does shenanigans. He uses that Dynamite diamond ring. He cheats somehow, being the dirt bag that he is. He's gonna pull it out somehow. I think MJF is gonna beat Joey. I keep calling him Samoa Joe, and still be the AEW champion. But then that leads us to the question: is what's next for MJF? I mean, you could have Samoa Joe win, and then they run it back at a Wrestle Dream. But I'm gonna pick MJF to be still your AEW World Heavyweight Champion and best friend of one Adam Cole. Also, happy Neck Health Awareness Month for everybody who celebrates Protect Your Neck at all times. So there you have it, man. My AEW Grand Slam predictions. I haven't talked about Rampage in a little bit. I might check that out. It's supposed to be a 2-hour show. Rampage is good for them. Good for them indeed. But with that being said, man, let me know your predictions. Are you excited for AEW Dynamite tomorrow night? Are you excited for Grand Slam? Do you think Eddie Kingston can finally win the big one? Do you think MJF will retain and still be the AEW champion? Who knows, man? But you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Check me out tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review. Peace.